What's up, guys? It is Rachel Brown with Realistic Bookkeeping. Today I'm going to talk all about why you should pick or consider becoming a bookkeeper instead of all the other stay-at-home and work-from-home jobs and opportunities that are out there. I have researched so many times how to work for myself, how to work from home, part-time, even considering full-time. And today I'm going to discuss a little bit about why I chose bookkeeping in the end over all the other different options. I think it's always been so pulling for me, or it's been something that I think is so interesting to work for yourself or to have your own side business to make a couple more dollars in a month. If you are like my husband and I, we try to be really frugal but work really hard to make the most of our money and to accomplish our financial goals. And so I've looked a lot at what are some ways that I can be flexible but have some extra cash. And so I've looked into lots of things. So I'm going to read off my list really quick of some things that I've looked into. I've looked into VIPKid. I've looked into scribing for videos. Number one, I don't know why I thought I would do that. I love to type and I feel like I'm a pretty good typer, but if you've ever done those scribing tests, they're actually a little definitely challenging, and I don't even know that I got back. There's a process where you do a quick example of scribing and then you send it and then they contact you if you're fast enough. But anyway, I don't know why I consider that, but that's a thing. You can also do customer service for companies and not have to be at the company. You could just work from home and you have a headset and you answer calls and then you learn about the company so you can be a customer service representative. And from being a customer service representative at a resort for seasons and seasons, and I kind of liked it, but also kind of hated it because customer service can suck so bad. I don't know why I considered this one because I don't want to work for some other company, right? I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a customer service representative, but you totally can. I've also considered so many times this whole Amazon thing, and I don't just mean being an Amazon buyer and seller and you buy all this stuff wholesale and then you repackage it and sell it. I don't mean that. There's this thing where you can click and make 20 cents for doing these random little things. And I don't know why I considered that, but I was like, oh, okay, I could just do lots of these little arbitrary tasks and make some money. I think I signed up for that and was accepted and then never did anything with it. So the question I'm trying to answer today for you is, why should you consider bookkeeping over all those other alternatives? And there's a list miles long of the things that you can do from home to make some money. But why would you consider bookkeeping over all those other things? So I'm going to go through a list really quick. Before I go through that list though, here's what I need you to think about. And this does have a little bit to do with my faith, but even if it wasn't faith-based for you, you need to consider who you are and your God-given talents and skills. I believe that each of us are so individual and so unique, and some of us like to organize and some of us don't. And some of us like finances and some of us don't. Some of us like ordered lists and outlines and some of us don't. And so there are lots of YouTube videos, and I'll try to put one down below by fine points about the skills that you need to become a bookkeeper, personality traits that if they are God-given skills and talents for you, then you could consider going and becoming a bookkeeper. But if you don't have those basic qualities and characteristics, this is not gonna be something that's one, fun for you, two, fulfilling, or three, sustainable. You're not gonna be able to make this work for you as a side business if you don't have those qualities and characteristics on your own just from the get-go. So take a minute to really look at yourself of who you are, and I'm not trying to get too cheesy here, but this has to fit who you are. And so kind of self-analyze, and then I'm gonna go through this list of why I chose bookkeeping over all of those things that I've looked at for years and years on Pinterest and YouTube and blogs about how you can make money from home. One that I think that is really important, and with all those other jobs that I talked about was really mattered to me, was that you can make your own schedule as a bookkeeper. It was really important to me that I could work when I had time to work. And I've talked about this a little bit in one of my other videos, which I'll try to link up above here. But it is crucial to me that alongside of my full-time job, I can find time when I should do bookkeeping, or when I can do bookkeeping, or when's the best time for me to do bookkeeping. When can I send an email? When can I make a phone call? Now, I do have to have my client's best interest in mind of when they have an opportunity to talk to me. But if I have my full-time job, that's my regular 9 to 5, if you would say, and I have kids, or I have other priorities that I'm trying to juggle, I needed something where I could make my own schedule, and bookkeeping is definitely one of those. Now, if you're bookkeeping for a business that's only open from 9 to 5, then you're gonna have to be able to contact them within that window, or at least have them be able to contact you if need be. But I really do believe that bookkeeping is something that you can do during the normal business day, or you can do in the late hours of your evening, after the kids go to bed, on the weekends. And I think that the schedule of bookkeeping really makes it a top contender on my list of working for yourself and those opportunities that you have to work from home. The second thing that makes it so nice to become a bookkeeper over other jobs that I've listed before is you're your own boss. With some of those other opportunities, there's always someone else that you answer to, whether that's Amazon that you answer to, or a VIPKid representative. If you've never heard of VIPKid, by the way, it's this educational thing. Because I'm a teacher, I thought, oh, I would love to do something with those God-given talents of teaching kids English. I think you mostly work for kids in China, but it's a whole different story. So those opportunities, you have someone you're answering to, and I am over that. I have someone I answer to at my teaching job, and it's not that I hate that portion of it. We've talked a lot about responsibility and how working for someone else can be easier, and I'll put that video where I talk about that up here. But I didn't want that for my side business. I didn't want to have to answer to, again, someone else. I wanted this to be me in control of my destiny. Again, that might sound cheesy, but I did not want this restricted by someone else's management. Number 3 that I really think that you need to consider about having a bookkeeping business is that this is going to light a fire in your entrepreneurial spirit. If you have always wondered what it would be like to start something all yourself, be independent, kind of forge this path by yourself, have a name for yourself, make a business, then this is going to ignite that and set you on fire for doing something for yourself. I really believe that there is a little bit of that entrepreneurial spirit in all of us, and this just gives it a path to go down. I really didn't think that that would be so exciting for me until I got into it. And starting my own business and feeling so proud of something that I've created is super meaningful in bookkeeping. I do consider possibly working for a CPA or alongside a CPA and doing bookkeeping tasks, but I'm still gonna do that under the name of my business name and try to build a clientele and a relationship with a CPA where potentially instead of working for her, I would more work alongside her, or she could pass clients to me. And so yes, I might have some help underneath of someone else, but this is really me forging this path, and that's been so incredibly empowering. So I've talked a little bit about those things of what makes bookkeeping different than those other businesses. The other thing that I do think that's important that I add here is you can make a lot bookkeeping, but you've got to be realistic about it. And again, I'll put a video here where I talk about how much money you can make with bookkeeping and really being down to earth and realistic about it. That's what this channel is all about, is being realistic about the business of bookkeeping. If you have any questions or want more videos on anything specific, please put those down in the comments below. I will always respond, and hit subscribe.